Josh, how rewarding is it that, I mean, today, obviously not your best day, but you guys proved you can win a game without you shouldering so much of a load on offense?
Yeah, I mean, it was, again, we talked about this last couple of weeks. Every game from here on out is a playoff game. Not every game you win is going to be pretty, and that was the case today. You know, I'm just fortunate enough, you know, we have teammates that step up in big situations like this. Obviously, you're sitting next to Motor, who played an outstanding game, ran the ball hard, broke 100 yards, scored 2 touchdowns. Our O-line did a great job blocking. You know, our defense stepped up. I put them in some tough situations early on, but they had our backs, and you know, no matter how we were going to get this one, we had to get it, and we did.
Josh, can you continue on that with Devin, in regards to Devin and just how he's become such a big part of the offense, what you've seen him do successfully here the last month or so?
And again, I allude to it every time I talk about him. Every single play, you see him doing the right thing. And when you've got a guy that just wants to do the right thing and help the team win, typically those guys are going to make the plays when they're called upon. And he's been really big for us the last few weeks, and we're going to need him going forward. He knows that. We know that. But to see him kind of take the next step in his career, you know, catching balls out of the backfield, and you saw him running the ball today. He runs extremely hard. And again, I urge you guys to watch him on every single play, whether he's got the ball or not. He continues to go find work down the field, follow the ball, pick up guys, you know, when they're on the ground. And that's how you should play the game of football.
What does it mean, Josh, to have that element of the offense? You know, not just your mobility, but a traditional running game kind of emerging at this point in the year?
Well, you see, especially with the elements that we play with here in Buffalo, we got to be able to run the ball. And, you know, there was a lot of situations tonight where they knew we were going to run the ball, and we did. And, you know, when you can run it, when they know you're going to run it, that's typically a sign of a good offense, and we did a good job with that tonight.
They were leaning on you in the second half. How did it feel to have the team leaning on you and coming through the way you did?
Man, just felt like, you know, all the hard work that's been putting in, you know, it's paying off. And shoot, like I told you before, man, even though, like you said, they were leaning on me, I wasn't out there by myself. You know, I had, like I say, the linemen, tight ends, receivers, making blocks, making plays down the field. So it wasn't just me. I had all my guys out there with me.
Was there a groove moment there? Because you had the one drive, you get 7 of the 10 carries, not the other 3, and then 10 out of 12 plays, you guys are running again, both of you mostly. I mean, was there a groove moment where you're like, we're just rolling now?
Yeah, definitely. We definitely got in the groove when we needed to, and we made it count.
Josh, 3 straight trips to the playoffs. I understand your goals are a lot loftier than that, but 4 out of 5 under Sean McDermott for the franchise. What does that mean in the wake of this one?
I mean, you look at the culture that we've got going on here, I think it just kind of, you know, shows that the groundwork and the foundation that has been set in the last few years is paying off from top down. You know, Kim and Terry, what they've been able to do, who they've hired, who they brought in, you know, the GM that we've got, the head coach that we've got, the camaraderie that we've had the last few years and the coaching staff too. I think that all pays dividends. And yeah, again, that's our goal at the start of the year, to give yourself a chance to win the Super Bowl, and you can't do that unless you make the playoffs. So everything we want's in front of us. You know, I know a few weeks back it seemed pretty dull, and but again, we've got guys in this locker room that just want to help this team win, no matter what way they can, and you see it pay off on the field, and we had to keep things going.
You and a couple of the other backs the last couple of weeks, the productivity has kind of gone up down there in the red area. Are you just trusting what's in front of you more? What has kind of led to the increased production in the red zone, running it specifically?
Yeah, man.
I'm handing the ball off on these reads.
Hey, I mean, I guess that's one point. But, shoot, the big guys, man, got so much trust in those guys that they going to make the right block, make our day easy, give us a lot of one-on-ones, one guy to beat. That's all you can ask for.
Josh, you ran for 2 touchdowns in the first quarter. What did you see on each of those plays? And, you know, what does it say about your mindset getting down so close to the goal line to be able to punch it in there, doing anything that you can?
Yeah, I think both of them were just basically quarterback runs, outnumber the guys or the defense on each side. Were you on both of those?
Yeah.
Leading the way, you know, Motor's leading the way, just kind of following him, and again, that's what you get when you can run a quarterback in the red zone. You get an extra blocker, and it puts a lot of pressure on the defense when they do that. So, again, just following the guys up front, and they did a great job of outflanking, just pretty easy touchdowns.
Devin, how would you describe Josh's run game today? Will you guys let him in the RV room?
Definitely, man. He could do it all. He'll run through you. Y'all know he'll jump over you, and he made guys miss. Like, every time he get it, he's making somebody miss. So he can definitely join the RV room.
You kept Matt on the sideline 2 straight weeks, first team since 2004 to not punt for 2 consecutive weeks. How much pride do you guys take in that, and where do you feel the offense is at right now with that being the case the past 2 weeks?
Well, I wish he would have punted 3 times tonight, or at least been on the field 3 times. Obviously, we want to end every drive in a punt or a field goal or kick, whatever it is, making sure that we're holding on to the football. It's a cool stat, but this one feels a lot different than last week, given the turnovers. So, again, we're okay with him being out on the field as long as it results in no interceptions and no fumbles, and that's what we got to continue to do moving forward.
Was there a point in that game, maybe the 3rd pick, when you realized this just isn't my day? We're going to have to do it a different way today?
Yeah, I mean, every game has a different flow, different types of situations. But again, like I alluded to earlier, every game that we play in is a playoff game from now on. So whatever it takes for me to do, whether it's handing the ball off 30 times, if it's running extra a few times, or, finding completions and just being quicker in my reads, given the flow of the game, you got to figure that out. And, again, I think we did a good job with that tonight. And, again, obviously, we don't want to turn the ball over. I think that's a big thing that we had to clean up, and that's on my shoulders, and I got to be better with that.
Any thoughts on the Ryan Tonke penalty?
No, my guy makes a play, you're fired up in that situation, and it helped us out. But heat of the moment, I can see why it happens.
My question was going to be similar to Sal's, but can you tell us your thoughts heading into the locker room at halftime, down after looking like you're in control for a good chunk, and then 3 minutes out, things start to get a little shaky, and maybe if you could take us inside your helmet as to how you're dealing with that.
Yeah, I mean, pretty pissed off. Putting the defense in a tough situation. I think they got 10 points off of that, or might have been 6. I can't really tell you, but they scored on both possessions where we coughed it up, one in the red zone, the other one on a beginning of a 2-minute drive. And again, just can't have those mistakes. We have points on the board. I can't take those points away from us. Coming out the 3rd quarter, again, tip balls, those typically end up in interceptions, and it's part of the game. Those guys get paid on defense too, and but again, I got to be smarter, find completions early on, and keep us rolling.
What happened on that interception in the end zone because I'm sensing you're obviously upset with yourself. What did you see on that you
just
would like back?
Again, scrambled. I know there's a couple guys pretty close to me, and just try to make a play, give our guy an opportunity. Guy made a good play, jumped up, got a hand on it, and again, that's kind of live and die by that. And you hate those interceptions, but sometimes those are the attaboys too, where you make a good play. And I saw Stephon in the end zone and thought I'd give him a chance, but again, just sometimes bad ball, good play on the defense. Those tend to happen, but got to limit them.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.